The Pacers look to take charge, and we're going to bring it to you here from Indianapolis, Indiana. Last game for the Pacers, they pick up the W against the Magic in Orlando.
And I think, Kevin, you know, they really showed how important it is to have a strong bench performance. If you go out on the road, you can't rely on your starters night in.
Let's go, you're up. My time.
Wow, look at that lead.
By 17.
Well, last season the fans in Indiana finally came back in bunches to support their hometown Pacers. They're in the top 10 in attendance, up from 25th in 2013.
Here's Valanciunas. Terrific assist, a nice finish. Solid play
that
all
lead
around.
is something serious.
Their offense already.
They're only shooting 18% from the field. Oh my God.
These shots, and they've been on target with them.
And a moment happening right now, folks, and the fulfillment of a lifelong dream, a special individual taking to the hardwood as we'll get to watch the first official NBA appearance from Robinson. Well, Clark, here's a guy with quite the story. Didn't get picked on draft day, couldn't find a team until this point in the season.
Well, Kevin, you know, because of
And that's the very
Offensive
first basket
rebound
right there,
is
folks, of what is hopefully a very long and a very prosperous career from Robinson.
Well, it has to feel reassuring to him right now. Long journey for him to
You know
make
what's
it to
crazy?
the
Since I'm
NBA.
playing
Now
Roy Hibbert, I
he
wonder
is
what he's going
on
to
the
do this
board.
season without,
I think it'll
you
be
know,
the
Paul
first
George.
of what hopefully
I wonder
will
if
be
him and
a
David
lot
West
of
can be the
scoring
building
in a
blocks that the
very
Pacers
bright
need.
NBA career, Steve.
6 on the shot clock, and it's Hibbert missing.
Because
Raptors
they're going
leading
to
by
need it. They think
21.
they're going to make the playoffs. But
Henderson, a
I have
screen on
heard
Hill.
Paul George wants to
Lowry
come back
kicks
from
to
the
Robinson,
playoffs.
and stolen
And
by
Kyle Lowry,
Stuckey.
that was a horrible pass. Why do you think I would catch that?
It's back to Hill.
David West is a very good leader, though,
Indiana
especially
moving
when
the
he's
ball
with the Pelicans. Oops, I'm sorry. The New Orleans
Here's Hibbert.
Hornets.
Uses the
Chris
glass to
Paul.
finish
Did
the
I
lane.
just?
That's the way to work the ball in close to the hoop,
Okay,
guys.
cheesy animation.
Toronto with the ball. They put up a nice win against
But
Detroit
you know,
the
back
last
to
time
Hibbert,
out.
I mean,
Yeah, that was a strange game. Very shaky defensive
he said they want
performance
the
by
first
their
seed,
opponent,
and
but
then,
hey,
you know,
they took advantage of
what
it.
happened
Yeah, I go
happened.
along with that. I mean, the game wasn't handed to them, but they definitely didn't
That was
have to
really
work as
horrible
hard
what
as
he
they should
didn't
have.
do in the
Those
playoffs,
defenders
man.
look like they're
Sad.
out of gas. I mean, they're getting pushed around on the low block.
Well, their energy
And, you know,
is lacking.
if he does get,
They've
like,
got
you know,
to start
the
playing
East,
harder
I
and
wouldn't say the
battle
East is a
down in the
weak
paint.
conference, but
And George,
it's very
here we
less
go.
It has not
competitive
been an easy quarter for them.
than the West
At
is.
least offensively
And that's going to
speaking.
be a beautiful
Oh, and
dunk.
the jam by
Jesus.
DeRozan.
They've made one basket after another since getting this game started, and you wonder,
But, you
is the
know,
blowout in store?
We already know
Too
Chicago
early
and
to
Miami.
say that and go
Oops.
there, Steve,
Take
but
that back.
it has been pretty
Cleveland
ugly so far.
are going to be at least numbers 1
Back
and
to
2.
Hibbert.
Miami should be, you know, top 5.
Moves back up. And he
Oh, I
sinks
just
the
allowed
layup.
that.
Giving them an
only
opportunity
69
at second chance points with some
But
hard
yeah,
work on the glass there.
You know, East Conference-wise, it's kind of predictable. You have Cleveland and Chicago going to be at the top of the team list.
So an entirely
And
new
then
group now
anywhere
for
from, you
Indiana.
know, 3 through
Raheem
6
checked
is
in for
kind of a
Hibbert.
toss-up.
Scola comes
You know,
in
you
for
got
David
Toronto
West.
in the Atlantic, who looks like the favorite right now.
He's Stuckey. And it's Watson in for
You know,
George
nobody
Hill.
knows what
Johnson,
the
he's
Knicks are
checked in
capable
for
of
Toronto.
yet, you know.
Vasquez comes in for
They're
Ross.
just not putting that team
They're going to
together.
turn it over. They couldn't get it in bounds that time.
Well, while we have a chance, let's take a look at some
I was
numbers
monologuing
for
and it
Kyle
didn't count in my
Lowry.
head.
11th in assists, and showing what a good
That's gonna
defender
get
he
some
is,
laughs.
and especially
But,
his
you
ability
know,
to play
Toronto,
passing lanes. He ranks
The new
among
Hornets
top
themselves,
15
they're
in the
listening to
league
Lance
in steals
Stevenson.
per game.
You know, the Pacers
And
lost
how about
him.
this terrific passing displays?
You know, where's the scoring going to come from for the
As this
Pacers?
place on the
It's
assist chart
good-
shows,
a very good
if you
question.
get to
Like,
the right
nobody
spot,
knows.
He'll find you. That's what he takes
You know?
pride in.
He dishes it to Vasquez. Fires from deep.
As far as the bottom
No good.
half,
You know, a team's
you know,
rebound
better yet,
is
it's a team I
one of
didn't
the
mention
great
yet.
measures of
The
its
Washington
energy,
Wizards.
and
The
theirs
reason I
has been
forgot to
terrific
mention
in the
them is
first
because,
quarter.
you know, Bradley Beal's
They were
hurt.
ready to
He's
go
gone
right
for
for
at
the
least, you know,
opening
like
tip.
the first month, maybe month and a
Miami
half.
kicks to Scola. And he takes it in for
Broken
the layup
wrist.
off a very nice feed.
You know, they've scored several
Crazy.
times already here in the first quarter down low. I like that.
Yeah, me too, Clark. I think anytime you have success pounding the ball
I think
inside,
Miami
you gotta
would definitely be at
continue
least
to
fifth.
go to the well.
But the Hawks, if Al Horford can just stay
Lowry
healthy,
kicks to Vasquez.
they have that division in their hands.
Robinson down low. Mahimi on him. Robinson misses.
Of course, as a rookie, I
Pacers
might
trail
not
by
make that.
19.
C.J. Miles originally was drafted right out of high school. by the Utah Jazz.
As far as the Western
Even though
Conference
he's
is
in his
concerned,
10th season.
I don't know if I
in the
mentioned it in my
NBA,
last
he's still
video,
only
but I like the
28 years
Phoenix
old.
Suns. And I was so
Shot clock at
hurt
6.
last season when we didn't make the playoffs. Only by a game.
Here is Watson. DeRozan defending. Watson.
My feelings were
shot
really
is
hurt,
off.
man.
Raptors leading by 19.
But, you know, that's on the fact that, you know,
Feeds it
Bledsoe
to
didn't stay
Robinson.
healthy.
To the
And
wing on
also
the
the
left.
fact that we didn't want the wins
The
bad
drive
enough.
by Lowry. And he drops
We didn't
it
want the
away off
wins,
the
man.
glass. Lowry's got his second basket of the night.
But, you know,
And
after
CJ
seeing the
Miles
game
really
last night, you know,
embracing his
praying for
three-point
Julius
shot
Randle
more in the
first and
last couple
foremost.
seasons,
I don't
which
think
in
the
turn has
Lakers are
helped
going
his
to
shooting
contend
efficiency.
whatsoever.
Yeah, solid defender.
Kobe only
You know,
had
if he can
19
continue
points.
to make those threes at close to 40%.
And more than likely,
there'll always
if
be a
Bledsoe's
place
not
for him in
checking
the
Kobe,
NBA
Gerald
because
Green's going to check
He's a
Kobe.
two-way guy. He can defend wings
Which is
and
gonna
knock
be
down perimeter
beautiful.
shots. That's a valuable asset in the NBA.
The Lakers just don't have the
Robinson
tools to beat
making a
Phoenix this
great
year.
first
We're gonna-
impression.
We're probably going to be
3-second
third in
difference
the
between
division,
shot clock and game clock.
only because the
Guys,
Clippers
they're
and the
looking for
Warriors.
a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had
Top
a
of
tough
the
time
West is
getting the
gonna be a
lid off the
toss-up.
basket so far.
You know, Spurs got it,
Watson, the pass to Scola.
but we're
That's good,
depending
and
on
the
their
assist
health.
goes to Watson. Scola's got
And we're
his
also
second
depending
basket.
on Kevin
Great
Durant to
screen
come
that
back.
time
You know,
by
he's
George.
gone for
Well
like the
done.
first 2 months, maybe a month
DeRozan
and a
with
half
it.
as well.
In the game against Detroit,
That's foot
very
fraction.
impressive. And another basket for Toronto.
Well, another
The
open
West
jump
is always
shot
going to
there.
be tough
The
to call.
defense
There's so
not
many
putting up
good
much of a fight.
teams. And the teams you think are even like better, they're sleepers,
Outside,
but
George.
then they just
1
fall
second
asleep
left.
out of
He
nowhere.
got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall
You've
for
got
him. And the buzzer sounds to end
OKC,
the first, and we've got a
San
blowout
Antonio,
underway
Memphis,
here. The Raptors out in
the
front,
Rockets,
opening
the Clippers,
up a
the Warriors,
huge gap. And the second quarter will be
Phoenix,
on the way
I believe I
when we
said.
come back.
The Jazz have a good roster. The Mavs as well. The Pelicans, that's 10 teams I just named. You know?
And welcome back. It's been some changes. Roy Hibbert's checked in for Mahinmi. Stuckey comes in for C.J.
And the
Myers.
season just started
and it's
last
Hill
night,
in
but it's
for
looking like it's
C.J.
going to be a
Watson.
good one so far.
A new group in
Minus
now
that
for the
injury to
Raptors.
Julius Randle. That was-
Robinson's checked in for Jonas Valanciunas.
The craziest part about his
Anderson
injury
comes
is
in
it
from
didn't look
Amir
like he
Johnson.
even
Ross is checked
broke
in
his
for
leg. He
DeMar
must have broke the
DeRozan.
bottom of his tibia.
And it's Lowry in
It's
for
just,
Lou
it's
Williams.
just a sad sight, man.
So the Raptors 5 right now. Robinson, he's in at center. Lowry out there with Vasquez. Then there's Patrick Patterson, and it's Ross in at the 3 slot. And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, Doris Burke. Doris, over to you.
Well, guys, David West is one of the most consistent guys in the entire NBA.
I'm loving
Not only
this.
with his
Toronto's a very
production,
good
but with
spot
his
for me.
demeanor on a team. As Coach Frank Vogel said,
Maybe I won't be as
West
hasty as
has
I was with my
poise
shooting guard and just up and
composure.
leave when I
He's
want.
our rock. There's no other way to put it. He's a leader for them, Kevin, on and off the court.
A steady vet. Thank you, Doris.
Yeah, one of the savviest players you'll see, no
It's a good
doubt.
defensive
And it's sent
play.
back by Robinson.
And in the paint, they have really shown some strength. Their work on the boards has been phenomenal.
Yeah, I'd certainly call it a mismatch, Steve, at least for today.
Patterson a screen on Hill. 6 on the shot clock. Back to Lowry. Shoots off the step back. There's the bucket. Good. Lowry's got 9.
They're leaning on that mid-range shot right now. That's 6 of their last 10 points from that area.
Well, they might as well continue to pull up and let it fly.
Well, the Toronto Raptors guys looking at a rebrand for a team starting next season to celebrate their 20th anniversary in the league. Boy, time flies. New colors, Steve, and a new logo.
Yeah, they'd even considered a name change, but decided to stick with the Raptors. But a chance perhaps to go with that bird of prey connotation rather than a dinosaur.
And you go back to when the Raptors came into existence in 1995. It was Jurassic Mania, thanks to the hit movie at that time. That influenced the fan vote when it came to the team's name, but I think the Torontosaurus theme may soon go extinct.
2 minutes. Out to the wing. And Patterson kicks to Lowry. Pulls it from the elbow. Again, Toronto.
Kyle Lowry
From
just
that
knocking these
in-between
things
range,
down.
they've actually been the much hotter team.
Superstar
Well, when you
simulation
make
has never
perimeter
been so
shots and knock
good.
down those jumpers, it
And I
opens
guess
up
I should
everything
explain
else.
why I'm not playing a Hall of Fame.
Well, you
this
talk
year.
about the branding of this
The
Raptors
new
team,
shot
the new
meter is just
uniforms. Of course, we saw the
not
Toronto Brett
my
Rapper
friend.
break in a lot of their games sitting courtside.
Last
They had
year,
the
you know,
playoff run last year.
You
This
can
is,
have a
I
slightly
think,
late, slightly
an
early jump
up-and-coming
shot
franchise with
when
a
the
lot
little
of
ball
appeal.
flicked off.
Dish now
and,
to
you know,
Ross.
you knew it was good no matter where you were on the court.
Patterson setting the pick
This
for
year,
Ross.
though, trying to get near that little bar in the middle
Passes it to Robinson.
is like a very great struggle.
Lowry against Hill. Lowry kicks to Ross. The three-pointer off the mark.
It's a struggle.
Pacers have gone 6
And,
of 12 in the
Hall of
second quarter.
Fame, like, I
Right
never
at the
thought I'd say
50% mark
this.
from the
He was,
field.
like, very good this year, but my goodness, these guys do
Outside
not miss.
Hill. Out left to the wing. Scola drives in. Ross with the steal. He feeds it to Lowry. 40 seconds left to play here in the half. Patterson. They get the rebound. And
Oh, I was going to pass it back out. Crap.
Hill with it.
Flaws of trying to dribble
8
as a
points
big
for
man.
him. Stuckey dishes to Hill.
I'm sorry, a rookie.
Indiana
big
moving
man.
it around. Here's Scola. Good. The assist goes to Hill. And that's now 6 points for Luis Scola.
The number of points they've scored in the paint already today is pretty eye-opening, Steve.
No, it's off the charts.
Had a
It
pretty
really
good
is.
stat line
And
for my first game
defensively,
in
I
the
mean,
first half.
they have to
Off the
start
bench,
shutting
of
down
course.
some of those lanes to the hoop.
Vasquez kicks to Lowry. Up top, Ross. Ross gets a screen from Robinson.
Really good offensive execution. Nice
my screen
pick.
didn't
Just
get
couldn't
him
get the
close
shot to
enough.
go.
Boy, you love to see that as a basketball purist. The guy setting a good screen and then getting the shot opportunity.
And so a pretty lopsided game through the first half. Toronto ahead, running away with this one.
Hey guys, we've really taken the life out of this crowd, but I still want to talk to you.
Well, we're getting back to the action now. It's been a one-team, so an entirely new group in now for Indiana.
Yo, we are
Mahaney's
up
checked in for Hibbert.
25 points.
Scola comes in for David West. C.J.
Like,
Miles, he's checked in
this
for
is
Rodney
crazy.
Stuckey. And it's Watson in for Hill.
Mind you, Paul
Raptors
George is
also
playing.
changing it up. Johnson, he's checked in for Jonas Valanciunas. Williams comes in for Ross. And it's Vasquez in for Kyle Lowry. George and Scola, they're the forwards. C.J. Miles is out there with Watson. And it's Mahinmi in at center. That's the Pacers 5. Robinson's checked in for Vasquez. We've got 28 seconds left in the third quarter. Vasquez gets a screen from Robinson. Pass to DeRozan. There's 14 seconds left to play in the third. 6 to shoot. Jacks up a three, and that one's good. DeRozan's got 13 points here in the second half alone.
They are killing them with that three-point shot here in the second half.
Well, the defense fully stretched out trying to stop that
Another
shot.
block.
And still not able to get it done.
And at the end of the third quarter, a huge...
Tune in this Friday night, January 30th. Kyle Lowry and
The Pacers shooting for the game at 42%. Okay, now let's reset our lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this fourth quarter. So for Toronto right now,
You know what I can't wait
Robinson
for? And I just
in
thought
at
about
center.
this when I
Landry
looked at my
Fields
Xbox
out there with
One.
Tyler Hansbrough. Then there's Lewis
Call of
Williams.
Duty comes out
and it's
Sunday
Vasquez
night
in
for
at the
those
shooting
of
guard
us who
position.
pre-ordered it for day
Just
0.
4 to shoot. It's stolen
I
by
don't think I'm going to
Hansbrough.
get an ounce of sleep, you guys.
Vasquez
Of course, I put some
passes
gameplays
to
for that up here as
Hansbrough.
well. I'll probably live stream my first game. You know, but
Williams
now my
dishes
debate
to
internally
Vasquez.
is, do I get it on
Vasquez
PS4
gets a
to go
screen
hard
from
with my
Robinson.
shooters like my high
Vasquez
school
kicks
friends?
to Williams.
I'm not in high
Puts it
school
up from
anymore, my
12.
but you know,
And that one goes long.
Even
we
though
all
he
started
missed
off on
it,
Xbox
couldn't
360.
pass up that
and
chance.
Now they
that's
need to
an easy
switch
jump
because,
shot. You gotta take that one.
money-wise.
The drive by Allen.
And I'm just thinking, like, man,
To
I
the
just got a
inside.
PS4.
Mahimi
I
shot
play
is
2K
good.
with them up here. 2K is the only
Mahimi's
game I
got
have
the
on my
first points
PS4.
up on the board here in the fourth for
So you
Indiana.
know I'm a PS4.
Toronto shooting straight 49%
If I get
from
the
the
ball, I'll
field.
tell you, you'll notice that I can hold
Outside Williams.
R1 and all that.
Robinson sets a screen for Williams.
See, there it is. I'm playing on the PS4.
Robinson dishes to Fields. Shot clock at 5. And there's the pass to Williams. Lets it go from 11.
Sitting there
That's
thinking,
good.
like, man, maybe I should switch it and play it, but, you know, I'm not
Fourth
used to
quarter
the
now.
Sonic
We're about a
controls
minute
like I
and a
used
half
to
in.
be. But, you know, since I play games all
They
together,
set the pick.
you know, doesn't really matter. I still do play
Watson kicks to Miles.
PS2 games on the emulator. So
Pass to
the
Allen.
controller does come in handy. The Xbox One, it's just
Lock
like
at
Call
6.
of Duty on Xbox. Oh my god.
To the paint. Here's Mahimi. The shot is off.
gonna be like
some
greatness.
solid defense from Robinson.
So I'm thinking
Physically,
that I
there's
get
no
that,
doubt they've
you
been
know,
the stronger
get the
team.
game
That
downloaded.
plus 10 rebound advantage
I'm just
tells you
gonna
all you need to know.
Get hot
Yeah,
right
not to
online.
mention what it says on the
live
scoreboard. I mean,
stream,
they're really
go
pushing them
crazy.
around physically at this
I can't
point.
wait for it to happen.
Watson, the pass to Allen. Here is Miles, guarded by Vasquez. Miles dishes to Mahimi. It's stolen
Yo,
by
we are
Vasquez.
playing the greatest defense I've ever seen. We're allowing under
Just under
60
2.5
points
minutes gone here in the final quarter.
3
It's stolen by Hill.
quarters.
Now the Pacers moving it up. Here's Miles, and there's the whistle. Foul hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. And a chance for just a second now to check out the scoring breakdown for the Raptors.
These long-range shots look like layups out there, guys.
They've consistently drilled the mid-range jumper tonight as well, which has forced the D to come out on them.
And the Raptors with some changes. Johnson comes in for Vasquez, and it's Lowry in for Williams. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
You know, it's such a treat to watch the game for a living. It doesn't stand still. It keeps evolving. And as we see the leadership changing hands, a new commissioner, new owners, I think that process will continue. And hopefully they'll strike that balance between preserving the tradition of the game while also continuing to attract new fans.
And Hansbrough kicks to Johnson. Just 5 on the clock.
Oh, I forgot Hansbrough left the Pacers and came to
Lets it
Toronto.
go with a 3. No good. And it's the Pacers
the rebound. Oh, behind the
taking it
back.
the other way. And so it looks like the Raptors will
I just
retain
called a behind the
possession.
back rebound. Okay.
That's it. And you know this, man.
That's probably my last time checking in the game, so let's see what the
It's a
end
score, so
result will
that's why
be.
he's so...
Oh no, I'm getting back in.
The Raptors have gotten just under 45% of their attempts to drop in the fourth. 4 of 9.
You know, I guess I should try to get cut.
Lowry against Hill.
I didn't get the trophy for
Ross
that
on
the
the
first time
wing.
around.
Outside Lowry. 5 to shoot. Gets the 14-footer to fall. Lowry's got 5 points now this quarter.
You know what I
Large
wonder?
part of what they've been able to do here is centered around his offense.
Why
Robinson's
did
checked in for
2K make it
Toronto.
so we can get any release
Pacers
we
have gone
want?
3 of 8 here in the
But they
fourth
took
quarter.
out the shot bases. Like,
Here's Hill.
shot bases are crucial
Outside
to
George.
people who want to
And the
have a very
rejection
unique
by
jump shot.
Valanciunas.
You know, if you want to strictly have Paul George's jump shot, you need his base and his
Outside
form.
Lowry.
You know, we're just getting the form. We're not getting both
Well,
parts
since the
of the
turn of the
puzzle.
century, guys, the Western Conference has ruled the roost, winning interconference matchups in 14 out of the last 15 seasons. To Steve, last season, the highest ever win percentage for the West at over 72%.
And 8 of the
seriously,
league's top
though.
10 teams played in the West record-wise. It may be time to take a fresh look at a top 16 playoff structure.
Indiana again missing.
I thought he'd make that one. And that's his
Speaking
range
of
and
what
the
Steve Kerr
defense
just said, I
nowhere to
don't
be
know why
seen.
Steve Kerr's voice is still as a commentator when he's a coach now. Good job, 2K.
Robinson a screen on Hill.
I do
Lowry with the
believe
ball. West picks him up.
It should go to a top 16 system.
Robinson drives in. And a foul on the
was a very
shot.
good
He'll
move.
go to the stripe for 2.
But
It's
I
gonna
think a
be
top
on David
16
West.
system
And
would
last season, the 7th and 8th seed in
benefit the
the
league
East
more.
made the playoffs with worse
You know,
records
it get the fans
than the
more
9th
excitement.
and 10th seeded teams in the West. Sure, the conference playoff structure
It's like,
reduces
yeah,
travel, but
it
in
would
the
kind
age
of mess it
targeted
up. But at the end of the
flights, you
day,
could
like,
argue
you know,
longer
there's only
traveling
2
distances
conferences.
are much less.
You know, I
of a
understand they're trying to be
concern, and I would
divisible and be
say
fair,
amen
but
to that.
still, like,
Catching up on the changes now for
who
Indiana.
wants to see those
Miami's checked in for Hibbert.
badly,
CJ
barely
Miles comes
making
in for
the
George.
playoff
And
East
it's Watson
teams
in for Hill. Watson.
play in the playoffs other
And
than
it's
the
off
fans that
back
they have?
rim, no good.
You just assume
know,
he's going to
like,
knock those down when
nobody-
he's as open as
let's-
he was
let's
there.
say-
and
let's
guys,
say
I think
Chicago
the biggest
gets the first
advantage
seed
to a so-called top
and-
16 playoff
and
seed
Orlando
is that it
Magic
possibly
happens.
for a
Just
more
happens.
competitive
You know, I
finals.
take that back.
It's
The
a playoff
Detroit
series
Pistons.
that garners
Let's
international
say the
attention
Detroit
anyway.
Pistons finally
You
get it
wanna make
together
sure that
this
the last
season
two teams
and
standing
make
are
the playoffs with
truly
the 8 seed.
the best in the
Nobody
NBA.
wants to see them go at it. I know they're Central Division rivals, but
Stuckey on the
who
wing.
really wants to see the
Kicks it
Detroit
to
Pistons
West.
play the Bulls? As if they even have a chance.
Stuckey against DeRozan.
Pistons are a very hard work in progress. Don't get me wrong, they have a lot of talent,
Stuckey left side.
but you don't really want to see them play the Bulls.
Continues.
You see the defenders get out of his
Oh,
way a
let's
lot of
make it
times
more
when he's
worse.
on his way to the bucket, but
Nobody
not that
wanted
time.
to see
There's
the
the pick.
Bobcats last season before they became the
Lowry
Hornets
kicks to
play the Miami
Valanciunas.
Heat. Nobody wanted to see
Wants
that.
to
Al
get it to
Jefferson was hurt.
Robinson and does. Outside Lowry. Goes up on the high post, and that one's good. Lowry's got 20.
He only has 20? I thought he had like 30.
And for the Pacers, their shooting has been a little ragged, just 38% from the field.
You know, I'd love to see like a 9th and 10th seed in the West, you know,
On the wing,
get in the
Stuckey.
play. I'd rather see,
DeRozan
you know,
defending. Stuckey
you know,
drives inside.
I take back what I said about the top
One team
16.
is just completely
I think we
outclassing
should
the
need
other
a top
tonight.
20.
Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be
You know, I think
a monster win here for the
Put 10 and
Raptors.
10, and you know,
Not
you have a
only did
little
they
wild
shoot the
card
ball
like
better,
the
but they
MLB
had more
does.
assists.
Well,
That's
the ball
kind of
movement
cool.
was
You
good.
have a
The player
wild card
movement was
slot
excellent, and you only
for
get
teams
assists
who
when
just
guys
make the
make
cut.
shots.
They play
And
a
I
one,
think a
play
great
off a
job
one
in
game.
positioning themselves.
Well, it
for the
wouldn't be top
W
10
here.
then. It would be
Win
top
number
9.
21 on the
My
season.
bad, guys.
And this result
And
will
you
get
know,
them
whoever
square
wins
in
that
this
last
season
game
series
on the
at
end of
one
the
game
season, you
apiece.
know,
So
gets the 8th seed, and
important
then
for
you
them
go
to
from
get
there.
back a little momentum
I think
against
that
an
benefits
opponent
more
who
to
took them
the
task
fans, you
previously.
know.
Yeah,
You get
going
extra
down
basketball
2-0
for
would
one.
have made their third and final
And
meeting of
two,
the season
you
very
know,
difficult to win. But now they'll go into it
I
really
just
liking
think
their
I just think
chances.
about the
It
fans,
almost takes
and I don't
someone
always think about
stepping up,
you know the
and
players
that
and how the
happened
system
here as
will
we
work.
got great
People
numbers
already
for
don't like
Kyle
the draft
Lowry.
lottery,
And
and
you
I'll
have to
talk
love
about
the
that in my
effort he
next
put
video.
forth on the glass. He played with a
But
fire no one else
I
seemed
think
to match as he
we as
chased down
NBA
rebounds.
fans
They didn't take
deserve
their
a
time
better
wrapping
playoff
this game
system
up.
and a
They
better
pretty
lottery
much
system
did it in a
altogether.
hurry.
Yeah, they
You know,
had a
it's
nice
just something to
spurt
think
to
about. They
polish
talk
this
about
one
it every
off.
year, but the owners, you know, they
Here's
said
Stuckey.
17 owners voted for the lottery system.
Second chance shot.
And, you know, I
The
wish I
shot by
knew what
Mahinmi, no
17
good.
owners.
Toronto's
I would
gotten
hope my
off
owner,
4
Robert
three-pointers
Sarver,
in the final quarter,
would
and
vote
2 of them have fallen.
for it.
Lowry passes
I'm pretty
to
sure the
Hansbrough.
owner of the
Hansbrough
76ers is
gets
like
the
one
screen
of the
from
main
Robinson.
people who downvoted, you know.
Lowry dishes to Hansbrough.
But the crazy part about
the
tanking
feed to
is
DeRozan.
tanking doesn't always result in you
6
getting
on the
a
shot
good pick.
clock.
Sixers went worse last year, got the 3rd pick.
Wing shot on
But
the way.
somehow they got like the
Here's
best
Robinson.
talent in the whole draft.
It's rebounded by Indiana.
Sorry, Jabari. Even though I'm a Duke fan, you know, Joel
And here's Watson.
Embiid has like the most positive upside in America.
And so Toronto takes this one, but by a
We
big
take
margin.
this game 103 to 69.
You know, Clark,
My first
every
action.
team has a
I had
bad-
7 rebounds. You know, it was very good. Only 4 points. You know, gotta get that inside scoring up, man.
Hey. You look like someone just stole your lunch money.
Shoot, might as well. I keep playing like this, man. I'm gonna be 10 days and gone.
Have a little perspective. You won the game, man. That's all that matters, okay?
I guess.
Straight up. You can't expect it just to an NBA game in one night. Just keep working. Study film, put the time in the weight room every day. And before you know it, you'll be playing instead of thinking out there, all right?
Of course, T. Ross.
Yeah, tomorrow's another day. Just gotta get back at it, right?
You know it.
All right, man.